Damaged by fire and severe weather, people are campaigning to save Hangar 3 at Old Sarum Airfield.
The hangar was a set of 6 and is now 5, where in World War I they were built by prisoners of war, and they are Grade 2 star listed because they're World War I hangars, so it's at the outset of flying. And they have something called Belfast trusses, which are very important structures, ways of constructing roofs. So that's why they're listed. One was lost to a suspected arson, which was a great shame. The rest have been maintained properly by the various owners that have got operations here, except one, and that one's been left without any work being done on it at all. And that's the hangar now that's in distress.
The hangar has major connections to history, mainly of aviation, being a base camp during the First World War.
We've just come through 100 years since the end of the First World War, and this was at the beginning of not only a war effort using aeroplanes, but almost at the beginning of aeroplanes. So we've got new technology of flying, plus an airfield where pilots were trained and went off to war, and we won the World War I as a result of all that. So this is highly and wholly significant in the history of aviation and the history of really the free world.
The community isn't happy about the neglect of the hangar and the plans to build a housing estate on the airfield, and are hoping that their campaign will eventually save the hangar and make it a safer space.
Well, it represents a very damaged part of a wonderful heritage, because if this was kept up like the others, then we would have a pristine airfield here. I represent the people who live here, the community, and the community are really angry about the neglect and the non-action and the attempt to get nearly 700 houses put on an airfield that's actually a conservation area. The conservation area is something that's supposed to be both conserved and enhanced for public use, not turned into a housing estate.
James Pinester, That's TV.